Assalamu alaikum. Namaste. Hotep. Shalom alaikum. Peace. It's me again, Tracy Lady Muhammad. This just came to me because when I said at the end that boy from Brooklyn stole my heart, what immediately came to me is how the people who know what we've been through would think, how could she still love him? And then I realized, right in my own same thought, I don't owe nobody an explanation for why I love who I love, and neither do you. Stop trying to explain to people why you love who you love. That's your life. You get to love who you love. You have to deal with the consequences of whatever it is you're going through. But the worst thing you can do is to allow somebody else to tell you how to love somebody else, who to love, all of that stuff. That's not their life. I never tell women to leave their husbands, and let me tell you why I don't. Because I sure can't afford to take care of them. So if they're in a marriage and it's not working and they want to leave, they'll leave. If they don't, they won't. The best I can do is offer love and support, not judgment. And I've been there where I had a really good friend go through something devastating, and I didn't tell her to leave him, but I was feeling it. And their marriage not only survived it, but it's thriving. I'm glad I never said it, but I've had people tell me to leave my husband. Yep, tell me to leave my husband. And the people who told me, they were in some fucked up situations themselves. Now, luckily for me, I'm that girl. I'm real strong. And I think when you're real strong like I am, you go through some things, but I always kind of like relied on myself. That's a good thing about me. And even when I was at my weakest, I always knew deep down inside I had all of the answers because I had all the problems. So you love who you love, okay? Maybe this was for me to tell you to love who you love and accept the consequences. And it's not for anybody to judge because it's really your life. Now I pray that the situation you're in is not harmful physically, and that the children aren't being harmed or molested, because I would tell you, don't tell me that, because if you are allowing your children to be molested, yeah, those children got to come up out of there. You ain't got to leave that nigga, or came out like that, or that no good person, but those children shouldn't have to go through that. So in that case, I think that I would figure out a way to have enough money to remove those children from you if it came to that, because they don't deserve that. But anything else, do you, boo-boo. You want to stay with somebody that's bashing you upside the head, that ain't got nothing to do with me, in the terms of I love you and I don't want that for you, but I cannot want more for you than you want for yourself, and vice versa. You can't want more for me than I want for myself. But back to the original thing that I came to say, do not allow anybody to tell you who to love and how to love. That is between you and the God of your understanding, because you are capable. See, this universe is so beautiful and magnificent, and each of us, if you get a chance to experience a body, it's because you have something to offer and you have some things to grow through. Again, like Will Smith said, and I co-sign it, and so do many other people, the seed of everything that happens to you originated in you. But because the seed originated in you, you can either grow it or you can uproot it. It's all you, baby. You are so magnificent and so wonderful and so special. And I'm just on like cloud 9,000. I'm like, I remember when I was at Howard, and one of my roommates, she had this boyfriend, and they would come over and they would all just get pissy drunk, and I'm not a drinker. So one day he looked over at me, he was drunk, and he said, how do you do that? And I said, do what? He said, you act drunker than us and you haven't had anything to drink. So I'm just having fun. He said, yeah, I know. How are you doing that? I don't know. I just do it. I just have fun. So I'm not going to tell you that whole story, but at one point in him being over there, he brought a friend over, and he was just like I was some type of goddamn museum exhibit. Look, watch. She laughed at her own joke. She gonna tell a joke and then she gonna laugh at it. And I didn't feel like I was crazy, because I have all of my faculties, so I'm not crazy. I had parents that allow. This is why I don't listen to the radio, because all they're doing now is that advertising. I had parents that allowed me to express myself and be who I was. Now my mom, she loved herself some Tracy, and she let me express and be myself as long as I was expressing and being what she told me to do. But she, no, really. I remember one time my mother told me, I told her I wanted to be a nun. And she said, well, I support whatever it is you want to be because I love you, but you just be the best nun that there is. She said, just like if, and she was joking, if you chose to be a prostitute, you better be the best damn prostitute on that block. The only thing I expect from you is excellence in whatever you choose. Now, I know my mother was just being funny. She did not want me to be a hoe. She was just expressing that she supports me. And my mother has supported everything that I've ever done. My biggest cheerleader has been my mother, and then my tribe sisters. My husband is getting on board again. He had kind of slipped off because he was doing his own fuckery, but now that he's realized how amazing and brilliant and special and spectacular I am, and he's back on track, and I forgive him. I forgive the whole situation because I also understand that it was the best thing for me because it brought me out of a place where I wasn't happy, but I was pretending happy, and I'm not doing that anymore. I am super duper happy. I'm going to this Chester American Family. The class starts at 10. I'm like a minute away. I like to be on time. I like to be before time. Now, this Chester gym, I only sub here every so often because this is like the Bible Belt, and sometimes my mouth and the Bible Belt don't match, and my music in the Bible Belt don't match, but they seem to like it. They seem to be able to take me in little small doses, so I don't sub here a lot. They say the class is great. Some of them say it's just too hard. I don't agree. And then afterwards, I'm going to go over to that Goodwill and see what kind of goodies people gave away, because oftentimes one man's trash is another man's treasure. All right, you've had enough of me, and I've only had one cup of coffee this morning. This is just Tracy, unadulterated. I think when I pull my hair in the ponytails, I go back to being 7 years old. 7 years old was a good time for me. Actually, my whole life has been a good time for me. Okay, I gotta go. I love you. I'm not just saying that. I really do love you, because as I understand what love is, I can love everybody. Because sometimes love means you gotta throat punch people, but it's still love. Assalamu alaikum, namaste, hotep. Shalom alaikum. Peace out to Brooklyn and everywhere else.